Is it too late to get into the property market? I bet you've asked yourself this question over the last few months. So in today's video, let's break down what's happening in the property market and what the prospects are over the next year and into the future. Now, the national market has seen over 16% of growth in property prices this year alone, and that's not really set to slow down anytime soon. With so much growth ranging anywhere from 10% in Melbourne all the way up to 23% in Darwin, property prices across all our major capital cities have seen record growth, and the Australian market is growing at the fastest pace it has in the last 17 years. So what does that really mean for the everyday investor and the everyday mum and dad looking to buy into the property market? Now, interest rates are at record lows and demand is at all-time highs, and that's what's really fueling this market and driving property prices up. Coupled with the limited supply, so people not being able to list their homes due to lockdowns and restrictions and being worried about being able to move out of their current home after selling and finding a new property purchase, this has really seen the support and growth in property prices this year. But the real question is it too late? And long story short, no. There's always opportunity to buy into the property market. It's just finding the locations that meet where you're at in terms of your needs and your long-term wealth creation goals. Now, each capital city and the regional markets have their own metrics, their own drivers, and their own property cycle. But what we're seeing at the moment is a growth cycle where everything is booming across Australia in property, but it's not always going to be the case. As Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Now we're looking at double-digit growth this year across every major capital market in Australia. And researchers and economists are forecasting another strong year of growth in 2022. But a year of growth and one property that goes up really well in value is not going to make or break an investor's journey. You need to buy and hold and see growth through multiple property cycles to create long-term wealth and give yourself choices. Any young investor or investor at all that is expecting to make $500,000 and get their Lamborghini and live a luxurious lifestyle on private jets in the next 10 years from property investing is probably in the wrong business. They need to go check out some more high-risk opportunities because historically, and in my opinion, property is a long-term game. It's a slow way to grow your wealth and build up passive income over time. Now, I'm a buyer's agent here up in Brisbane and I help people buy and secure property in this Brisbane market. But I'm honest in seeing that Brisbane is not the only market that there's opportunity out there. In my opinion, Perth and Adelaide seem like great choices for markets that you might want to look to diversify and purchase an investment property. In my opinion, Sydney and Melbourne have seen a strong run of growth, and although they've had great growth over this post-COVID boom, I don't really see them having a strong growth over the next 10 years, given the historical growth that they've had so far and the high median price point of the suburbs in those major capital cities. So it's not too late to buy, but the main thing is that you consider it in your approach to buying a property. You run all your numbers, all your cash flow, and look at the growth potential of the suburbs you're looking at. Data plays a big role and a big factor in making a property purchase decision. So look at all of the data metrics, both the macro ones like days on market and growth drivers in the suburb, and also those microeconomics I think are overlooked. So the property specifics, the street, the north-facing aspect, whether the property has flood or fire issues, whether you can do a value add potential onto the property or manufacture some growth through renovation. You've got to look at so many factors when you're making a property purchase. Make sure you consider all of those. Now, it's not too late to make a purchase. So, like I said, assessing all of those factors, you just need to consider the recent comparable sales and understand that the market has moved. I'm sure a lot of you out there who don't want to use a buyer's agent and are looking to do this on your own are struggling to actually make a purchase. The market is so hot right now, and pre-listing and even property that goes to market is getting swept up and picked up by investors or picked up by first home buyers at a rapid rate that you might have missed out on multiple properties. Now, what you need to do here is understand the comparable market analysis and look at similar properties that have recently sold. Now, you can't be looking at 6 months ago, you need to be looking at a shorter time frame. So really within the last 3 months of sales to assess and create a profile around the property you're looking at making a purchase on. So make sure you don't come in with a lowball offer and make a strong offer when you're trying to secure a property in this hot property market. Now, the market is going to continue to grow, in my opinion. We've had double-digit growth this year in 2021, and I see 2022 being a strong growth year with the record low interest rates hanging around for at least the next few years, the government pumping money into our market through stimulus, and the demand from investors and every bloke you talk to wanting to purchase property and invest in the property market. So if you're looking for that short-term growth, I still see opportunity. I'm buying up here in Brisbane because I'm very bullish on the Brisbane market, and that's where I see strong growth over the short to mid-term. But there's opportunities right across Australia, so don't be afraid that it's too late. There's definitely opportunities out there to make a property purchase. I'm very excited about where the property market's going. Emily and I are investing for the long term. This is not a short-term game for us. We're looking to buy, manufacture value through renovation, and hold for the long term. So if that interests you, subscribe to this channel and check out this video over here if you want to see more real estate videos. See you in the next one. Peace.